What's up, Night Owl? Steely here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the Rime of the Frostmaiden Chapter 2 location, the Rehged tribe camps. The tribe camps don't have a specific location in Icewind Dale because there's so many of them that represent so many different tribes, and I'm going to go over the different tribes in this video. The tall tales of 10 Towns don't really offer anything for these Rehged camps. It just says that if you're looking for something hidden in Icewind Dale, one of these camps or one of these tribes might be the place to ask because they know every inch of Icewind Dale. So you can follow that up however you want. There is also a quest involved with one of the wolf camps. One of the wolf tribe camps is currently under the leadership of an evil chieftain that cannibalizes on its members in order to survive. This camp is also snatching up 10 Towns hunters and eating them. One of the members of the camp, a chaotic good female werewolf, will actually come and warn the party about this wolf camp and ask for their help to stop them. Each of the 4 Rehged tribes are broken up into much smaller clan camps, and each of those camps is run by a chieftain. The 4 tribes are the tribe of the elk, the tribe of the bear, the tribe of the wolf, and the tribe of the tiger. Each of these tribes rely on a nomadic lifestyle in order to survive as they follow the reindeer's annual migrations. The tribe of the bear is currently suffering from internal strife as some of the hunters have found pieces of charlatan while they were out hunting, and it's causing corruption to seep into some of the hunters, which has caused the bear king Gunvald Hallroxen, man, that's a mouthful, was forced to banish these charlatan berserkers from the camp once they started taking on this corruption from the charlatan, and they began sacrificing members of the tribe to the Frostmaiden. So the king banished them, and they're struggling now with their dwindling numbers. The 30-year-old bear king Gunvald is renowned for his size and his strength. He's honorable but also merciless and doesn't change his mind easily. He has trouble relating with the 10 Towners, so he just avoids them completely. Gunvald has had 3 wives, each of which was poisoned by one of the tribe's shaman, Ulcora. Ulcora is jealous, and she hopes that one day Gunvald will allow her to bear his true heir. The tribe of the elk is the largest of the Rehged tribes, and it's also the most tolerant of outsiders. The elk tribe doesn't feel that 10 Towns is equipped to handle Icewind Dale, and they generally try to avoid 10 Towns so they don't cause a panic. The Elk King is Jarund Elkhart, a gentle giant of a man of 50 years old, which is ancient by tribal standards. The Elk King has seen it all, the rise and fall of kings and queens. He's made war with friends, peace with enemies, and he's even led people that he's known since they were babies into battle to die for the tribe. The Elk King's son died over a decade ago while trying to take down a cave bear, and he's been unable to produce a new heir with his wife or his mistress. So the future of the heir, or his royal blood, is uncertain. Jarund's closest and most trusted shaman believes that the only way to stop this endless winter is to go straight to the source and take down Ariel themselves. Unfortunately, the Elk King believes that his tribe is not strong enough for this task. The tribe of the tiger is the most hostile of the Rehged tribes. While they avoid the elk tribe because they're larger and stronger, the bear and the wolf tribe are free game, preying on their weakness in order to survive. The queen of the tiger tribe is, bear with me, Bjornhild Solvig's daughter. Nailed it. While it's unusual for a woman to lead a Rehged tribe, Bjornhild is no ordinary woman. The Tiger Queen fought beside the Tiger King for many battles until he was taken down by a frost giant's mammoth companion, at which point the Tiger Queen took over. The Tiger Queen worships the Frostmaiden, and she doesn't have any heirs at the moment, but she doesn't believe she needs them. She believes that her faith in the Frostmaiden will be enough to grant her immortality so she can preserve her own legacy. And if that wasn't enough, she has a pet saber-toothed tiger by the name of Grava. Let me just say, what a fantastic character. What a great villain. She doesn't show up enough in this book, in my opinion. So, DMs, put her in there. The last tribe, the tribe of the wolf, is the smallest of the Rehged tribes, and under its current leadership will not last much longer. In order to fill the wolf tribe's numbers, they will accept outcasts from 10 Towns, outcasts from the other Rehged tribes, and even goblinoids. The wolf tribe has been without a king or a queen for many years, and its current strongest chieftain, Isar Kronenstrom, is a bit of a psychopath. Isar calls himself the Wolf King, but most members of the tribe don't support that claim. They're also too weak to do anything about it. Isar hunts down 10-towners for sport, and he'll bathe in their blood in order to strike fear into the hearts of all of his enemies. And that's all that the book gives you, but you can feel free to crank that up a bit. Like, he'll wear their entrails and bones and such. Really adds to the creep factor of this particular character. Now that you're caught up on all 4 of the tribes, let's have a look at a typical Rehged tribe camp. Now remember, a tribe consists of multiple camps with multiple chieftains that make up the tribe as a whole. So there can be more than one bear tribe out there, or more than one elk tribe. When the party approaches a Rehged camp, they're going to see 6 tribal warriors walking the perimeter. These guards tend to be younger warriors of the tribe. A character can sneak into the camp undetected with a successful DC 10 stealth check. A failure means that the guards shout loud enough to put the entire camp on alert. The Rehged nomads, regardless of clan or tribe, will try to capture intruders rather than kill them, giving the chieftain the chance to question or punish them as appropriate. Each camp will have a chieftain with the gladiator stat block, unless of course that camp is where the tribe's king or queen is, in which case they will take that position. Each chieftain will have a bodyguard / executioner, and they use the gladiator stat block as well. This great warrior is usually someone that the chieftain trusts, whether that be a spouse, a sibling, offspring, or a childhood friend. The camp's shaman uses the druid stat block. Whenever the shaman is in public, they will don a wooden mask carved in the likeness of the animal that camp represents: elk, wolf, bear, or tiger. Each camp has a total of 36 hunters and warriors. All of them use the tribal warrior stat block, half of which are asleep at any given time. There are a total of 24 non-combatants in a given Rehged camp, and these represent the elders and the children, and anyone too weak to fight. Each camp also has around 36 sled dogs, which use the wolf stat block. A typical hunting party consists of 1d6 plus 4 of the hunters and warriors of the tribe, and there's usually about 2 to 4 of those hunting at any one time. On the outside of a Rehged camp, there are a number of sleds which they use to pack up their camp and move whenever they need to chase down the reindeer herds. On the other side of the camp is the lumber, which all of the craftsmen use to make things like arrows and spears and just manual upkeep of the entire camp. The outer circle, which is known as the warrior circle, is where the clan's crafters, weaponsmith, and sled drivers stay. The sled dogs will also sleep in these tents. The inner circle is known as the chief's circle, and this is where all of the VIPs of the camp will stay. This includes the chieftain himself, the shaman, the great warrior, and even some of the best hunters of the entire camp. The largest tent in the camp goes to the chieftain, with an extra bedroll near the entrance for the chieftain's bodyguard. In the chief's tent, there's a low table set up with heated lamps burning whale oil, and it's decorated with several hunting trophies. Another large tent is the shaman's tent. The shaman keeps a D4 potions of healing as well as a spell scroll of lesser restoration. There may be some other first or second level druid spell scroll here as well. The hunters and warriors of the tribe like to pass time by sharpening their weapons and telling stories. Food is obviously a really important thing. When it comes to the knucklehead trout and the seals, they like to eat that meat on site where the kill happened, whereas the reindeer needs to be cooked before they can eat it, and they use the bones and hide of the reindeer for their weapons and armor. And one quick thing to note here, these gladiators are actually wearing hide armor. It doesn't adjust their AC at all because studded leather and hide both have the same armor class. One of them provides higher dex, but since their dex is +2, their hide armor makes their AC of 14. There's no AC difference, just the fact that they are wearing hide instead of studded leather. Also, the tribal warriors, when you're running them, they have pack tactics. So just as a real quick mention, whenever they fight, they will probably gang up on one target to get that advantage. But other than that, it's pretty standard stat block to follow. No real complicated things there. The Rehged camps aren't really prominent in Chapter 2. I'm just mentioning them because they are listed in Chapter 2, but their prominence is mainly in Chapter 5 when the party actually goes to face Frostmaiden, which I will I will bring up in that particular video. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this one. And if you did, you know how YouTube works. Hit those buttons, leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite of the Chapter 2 locations is. And if you want to be a part of this D&D community, make sure you join the Discord, link in the description. Come by, ask questions, let me know what you think. And as always, I'll see you at sundown.